My family moved here from the East Coast almost 4 years ago now. When we first moved here, I was searching out all the bookstores around the Twin Cities and came across Bone Shaker, just happened in here, and started talking to one of the volunteers, and just seemed like it would be a great place to come spend some time, be involved with the community. Once I started volunteering here, I really fell in love with the place. There's so many amazing people, and it's just the community here is really, really great.
I found out about Bone Shaker because about 4 years ago I was living in Seward, which is the neighborhood that Bone Shaker is in. I was walking around, walked into the bookstore, was very impressed with the selection, but I was pretty broke at the time, so I couldn't afford to buy any books. And then as I was browsing around, I noticed that they had a call for volunteers and that it was an all-volunteer bookstore, so I figured, well, this will be a great way to support independent bookstores without actually spending money. I have lots of time, but no capital.
I had been involved with the Occupy Wall Street movement in Minneapolis, but that ended up kind of dissolving. So I was looking for something else, something kind of radical I could get involved with. And I came to Bone Shaker Books and started volunteering here, and it's been great.
My name is Amanda Luker, and I am one of the collective members here at Bone Shaker Books. I've been here since the beginning in 2011. There were a bunch of us who volunteered at another bookstore called Arise Books on Lyndale Avenue in South Minneapolis, and it closed in 2010. All of us had worked at another small independent radical bookstore, and we thought there was a need for bookstores like this to exist, and we thought, we had a lot of experience and kind of knew what we wanted it to look like. It was a very stressful experience when we didn't know whether we would actually come up with the money and the space and all these different factors, and then it finally came together, and it was very exciting.
Any of the profits we make from selling books or any of the events we have here, it goes 100% back into paying the bills and buying more product for the store, but nobody makes any money here. The collective and all the volunteers, we're all like doing this because we love the place. There's no boss, there's no one in charge. I mean, we make decisions collectively and we decide policies and things, but it's all of our meetings are open to any volunteers and actually anybody from the neighborhood, basically.
The thing that brings me to Bone Shaker is a sense of community that it builds around a sort of radical politics. I think fostering that through a bookstore is a really exciting and fun way to have difficult conversations and do so in a more nerdy and like introverted way.
The thing that we say about our inventory is that they're all books that people love. They're books that volunteers have recommended, books that people want to share with other people, and that's why they're in our store.
So do you have a favorite book at Bone Shaker?
One of the books I really like here is actually a comic book called Bitch Planet. It's about a future where any woman that doesn't fit into this very subservient role or is viewed as a deviant is sent to this off-world prison facility, the Bitch Planet. So it kind of riffs on a lot of sexploitation film themes, and it's really fun.
Bone Shaker has a skeleton crew. If you donate a certain amount, your book will be kept in stock permanently at the store. So I did that for my favorite book in the store, which is Kindred by Octavia Butler. Kindred is a sci-fi novel written from a black woman's perspective who seemingly for no reason keeps getting transported back to plantation-era Baltimore. The thing I like about sci-fi, particularly when you're talking about anti-racism or anti-oppression in any sense, it opens a door for people to talk about it in a way that isn't directly rooted in like reality, which I think gives people a way to take a step back and look at things from another angle.
It was funny because right when Bone Shaker was opening, I was 8 months pregnant with my first daughter, and I jokingly say that Bone Shaker is like my firstborn. They're intertwined in my mind because I really want my kids to grow up with access to good literature, good books, all these ideas and political discussion, and I want them to have that in their community. And so I feel like what we're doing here is laying the foundation for the next generation in a way.